about 8 o'clock. I gotta head out. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm gonna try and make a run down to Butrint, give that a go, and come back and get on a bus to Sarandë. That's the plan today. That's the plan.
My original plan was to be on the bus to from Sarandë to Triana first thing in the morning, but I didn't make it to Butrint the day before. So, well, I made it there and forgot my wallet. It's a whole long story. There's a video about it before this, but I wanted to try and make it back down to Butrint, and so I changed my plans. Like, why not? So this is just me going down to Butrint, do a quick walkthrough, and then back to catch a bus to Triana before sunset.
Okay, I'm back at the hotel. Forgot the name. Latvia? I can't see the sign. But it's been a rough morning. Supposed to be leaving Sarandë today. I'm probably, well, I know I'm not on the bus until 5. The bus I wanted was full, which is fine, right? So I had a choice between 2 and 5. I figured just may as well go for 5. It'll be less traffic, I hope. At least at the far end it'll be less traffic. 5 o'clock on a Sunday, I think pretty much everybody's going to be home already. So I think that's the right call. We'll see what happens. There. Yeah, it's just been a long day though already. I don't even know what time it is. But I rented the motor yesterday. There's going to be a couple little moto vlogs on the way down here. It was going great. Like, there was nobody behind me forever, and then all of a sudden a line of cars came up on me. I mean, it was a big line. I pulled over, and it took literally like 3 or 4 minutes for them to go by. The bus in front of me pulled over, just let everybody go. So I don't know who the slowpoke was holding up that whole line, but there had to be 30 cars, 25 cars. And before that I had like 3 pass me. I always, when there's a car behind me, I always pull to the shoulder and wave them by. It's like, why not? It doesn't matter to me. But this guy in Samil was just, we're stuck. There's nowhere to go. I couldn't pass the bus on the right. I couldn't pass the bus on the left. It had the little barriers. And he's behind me just laying on the horn like he's going to go somewhere fast. There's a bus in front of us. There's sidewalk and there's barriers to keep you from using the other lane. And there's nowhere to go. And he's just back there laying on the horn and tailgating me. He was within like 3 to 6 inches of my backside while we're rolling, and I gave him a little hand signal, maybe slow down a little, and he just wasn't having it. He starts doing this to me, and I'm like, and I'm seeing him in see him in the mirror. So finally I just curbed it and let him go by. But I mean, there wasn't even room for me to really curb it and let him go by where he's sitting there blowing the horn. And just, you know, like California, like anywhere else, there's just some asshole drivers out there. And you just got to be careful. But there's no reason to tailgate. You know, it's one thing if you're trying to pass somebody or get around somebody, I'm all about the tailgate. But when there's nowhere to go, what do you think you're going to do, right? I mean, honestly, what do you think you're going to do other than put the person in front of you and yourself at risk? That's like all that's going to happen. Anyway, I want to calm down a little bit. I'll let the bike sit here. I'm going to go hit Butrint. I need to check the clock, see how much time I have. But man, I hope you hear the birds in the background. This place is just fabulous. It is smoking hot out there by the buses, and it's just so lovely right here. It's just so relaxing and lovely. There's people over there taking Instagram photos and stuff. Yeah, it's just great. This is a secret little hidden treasure. And honestly, when I come back to Sarandë, I'm gonna think about booking a couple nights down here just because it's so quiet and out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, at night, imagine walking out here, it's just gonna be dead quiet and there's nobody around other than who's, you know, at the hotel. It's just gonna be, you know, I envision it being a very, very good time, just relaxing, back to earth, back to nature time. I was thinking the same thing at Blue Eye, but I'm gonna have a whole video on Blue Eye, so I'll talk about it all there. Okay, I'm gonna go. Like 9:30, there's starting to be some people here. It's starting to get warm. This is the entrance. I've been here a couple times, so I kind of know where I'm going and what I want to do. I really like coming around this side here. I think most people go that way. There's a grove of, or a line of trees there that is fabulous, but I want to come over here and go look at a few things, climb the castle, and then kind of bounce, to be honest with you. I've got a busy day and really just want to come back and look at a few things. So, and it's hot. It's very, very hot. But I did stop and put my pants on. Since I got the funky pants, I may as well use them. And see, there's tons of places like this to come and chill. Like the temperature just dropped at least 10 degrees. Right, so definitely this is someplace I would say pack a lunch and or a brunch if you come early, a breakfast sandwich or something, some canned coffee. But I'm not going to film it all. I'm just going to clip in on a couple of things. I think I still have, I don't know if I posted it all. I think I still have some footage from I came here one time and filmed a lot. It was like 2 hours. So, I don't know, I'll go back, and if I find a good video on my file, my records there, I'll tag it. If not, just ignore this. How cool is that? There's so much to see and do here. And this is just dense foliage. It's funny, I'm looking at the screen on the camera and it's super illuminated, when in person it's actually pretty dark. So over there you can see the big site. And what I'm looking for is this way. But I'll circle back to that in a few minutes. But I'll come over here and look at some things I saw in the past. That's something to take very seriously here. Snakes and big flying, biting bugs. Yeah, so this is one of the things I wanted to look at. This mosaic. It's forbidden to climb on walls, remember that. So this is one of the sites where they cover it. I'm not going to walk out there because it's covered. And back there, there's some cool structures. I thought they talked about when they uncover it, but part of it is it's covered because of, to protect it. And the high water table here is affecting it as well. So it's just an interesting conundrum. So one thing that's really cool about this site is you can go walk out in there. Some of it you can climb up, like in the amphitheater, but just the fact that you can, get down in there and look at the different types of building, different structures, it's just really super. And if you look up there, you can kind of see some structures peeking through the trees. But yeah, see, the amphitheater right here is really an interesting thing to just go understand that that was actually used. And right behind these two archways. It's really super. It's really super. It's just enough for your imagination to go wild. So this goes back to the entranceway, and this actually goes up, up, up. And that kind of gives you a broader spectrum of how massive this structure was at one time. All the way across that clearing, that was all one structure. And then there's a bunch more structures to the left up against the hillside. Once you go, you can kind of see people walking on the far side there in the trees. To the left, up in the hillside, there's more structures. And going up, you can take this, I can't remember if these are the only two, but this will take the roundabout way, and this is the fast but stairy way. And the stairs aren't even or symmetrical or anything. So good shoes, pay attention to where you're walking. Snakes, spiders, flying bugs. This is not Disneyland. Oh, I'm gonna be gassed, I can tell already. All I had for breakfast was a coffee and water. And I'm gassed from last night. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, this is straight up stair climbing. Up, up, up. Whew. So already I'm higher than my 6th floor apartment. That was quick. So these are closed. They used to be open. You could go down to the top of that amphitheater. Oh, I'm getting close, but still not there. Okay, that is a pretty steep walkway. You can see these trees are newly planted and freshly pruned. Oh, but up we go. This takes you right into the garden. Now, last time I was here, these flowers are all blooming. So beautiful. So beautiful. Yeah, what do you think about that? What do you think about that? And it only gets better. So that's the road most people come up on. There's another, if you come up the road halfway, there's stairs that take you up to the bottom side there. And I don't know if this cafe's ever been open. See the fire extinguishers? No smoking, my friends, no smoking. Fire danger is extreme. Yeah, I've been here a bunch of times. This cafe has never been open when I'm here, but I wish it was. I really wish it was. But that's where most people come up and go in. Let's take a little peek over here first. There's another fortress right down there, center frame, to the right of that road that shoots out. There's another something there. There's that little hill. So the whole area is like flat marshland. There's a little hill right there and a little hill right there. The rest of it's just flat marshland that's been converted to ag. That's a great little area. Great little area. You know, it's a lot cooler in there.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, there's a spot on the far side with the wind. It's very cool. Yeah, it's hot out here.
Really hot.
So this is the entrance. And last time I was here, you could go up. Yeah, you can go up these stairs and go up on the wall there. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. But yeah, you can go up there and chill, get another view. And you can walk around this way. And then you can climb the stairs to this one, but that's as high as you can go, just the stairs. You see the security guard there, you can go up one more. And then there's bathrooms over here to the left. There's a bunch of people, I don't want to video them all, but then over here is a museum. Museum Butrint. There's a statue in here I love, and not sure they're open. The one thing that's unfortunate is use of cameras in the museum is strictly prohibited. That's the one unfortunate thing. Okay, for me, that museum is worth every step to get up here, and every step to get back, and the entrance fee. But unfortunately, no cameras. And you know, you got to respect it. One of the things I really love and I'm stunned by is there's these statues that were carved, and there's flowing robes to them, and the robes are have like these deep ripples, deep, flowing, I don't know what you call it, bunches of rope. And it's just amazing to me that they're carved. A lot of statues, they're old and disrepair and, beheaded, actually, decapitated. But, just seeing those flowing robes, just stunning to me. Just really amazing. So, I'm going to fast track out of here. Go grab some grub and hit the road. Yeah, you can see the corner of the structure there, an old wall with an aircon. Look at that, an aircon. But we are really just perched on a little peak here. Ooh, I just got a message. Huh, strange. I forgot to say there's a souvenir guy and bathrooms, but we're gonna head down the exit and get out of this lady's way. Hello. Almost there. Big old cacti with some fruit about to pop. Or no, maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna start the journey down. These have to be a bug of some sort. I thought they were birds. That's got to be a bug. But I'm gonna hit the stairs. Okay, back down at the bottom. And I remember this wall with this tree cutting it up. That's actually a wall, cornerstone. The tree just split it. Bathroom's over there, and I'm heading for this main walkway here. There's more structures here. This is the right as you're headed towards the exit, the left when you come in. And these are a bunch of local artisans. I haven't been out there this year, but I'm gonna keep walking today. But last few times it's just been local arts and crafts type stuff. Really beautiful souvenirs. These are some of the more information on mosaics or the handcraft shop, sorry. But yeah, these eucalyptus here are pretty cool. Big old eucalyptus. Creates this nice walkway. Okay, so to refresh, for Butrint, the earlier the better. Good shoes, pants if you don't like bugs and snakes. Plan on, I would say, 2 to 4 hours. If you cut it short, you cut it short, but that's what I would plan. And, plenty of water or fluids. It is hot. So the earlier the better, the less people, the less temperature, and gives you something else to do the rest of the day, right? Plan on a lot of stairs. Getting up to the castle is probably, to me, the most important thing, because that museum is just one of a kind. The stuff in there you're not going to find everywhere. And like I said, those statues, seeing the flowing robes is just unbelievable to me. How they carved that. Like, I don't know how they carved that. It's just super. I'm gonna hit the exit. I'm gonna go get my bike. And there's the little thing, there's a little barge. Takes you across if you want. And yeah, it's been a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Okay, it's 10:26. I am finally getting some food because I'm counting minutes. If I'm calling out 10:26 instead of like 10:20 or 10:30, it's because I am hungry. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Had a late night, a long day yesterday, and a late night, and this morning's been, you know, I think I'm hungover. I honestly think I'm hungover. I didn't drink a whole lot, but I drank a lot of sweet stuff, and I was really dehydrated, and I'm out in the sun, and I just did this crazy workout at Butrint, so I'm here at the restaurant getting some food, and look at this beautiful food, and I already ate one of these. They taste different. They don't taste like just water. Oh, I love the olives, but there's just something about like the cucumbers and tomatoes and everything here has more flavor, a lot more flavor, including the eggs. Those eggs, I just learned this, but the orange yolks you get in America, a lot of that is a food additive. They don't have food additives for their chickens to color their yolks. They just have chickens out in the yard, out in the pasture, eating bugs, eating whatever, right? But anyway, I'm gonna get busy on this. This is like the perfect breakfast for me, and I'm so happy. You know, I'm just like spinning in my head. I would even think about coming out here just for breakfast. Like, honestly, if you hit a scooter ride super early in the morning, or you hit if you have a car, obviously, right? But just the drive out here in the morning is fabulous when there isn't a lot of traffic and chaos. It's a beautiful scenery. And then you're sitting out here in this park setting, and it's filling in now at 10:30, right? It's getting really busy. But, when I was here this morning, there were some employees cleaning, and it was so quiet and peaceful, and man, and it's cool. The birds fly in and out of here. They're grabbing the bugs for you, and I can start to feel that summer heat. When I was here earlier, it had that cool, cold morning, air to it. But that summer heat is starting to blow in, that hot air. Yeah. But I'm gonna take my olive pit out of my mouth. I'm gonna get to eating and get on the road. But I just wanted to give a shout out. That is like a perfect breakfast. Just fabulous. This is not even fair. These eggs are cooked in grease. Shh. Grease. Animal fat. These eggs aren't cooked in vegetable oil, not even olive oil. I can taste the animal fat. Oh, these are good. These are really good. Okay, well, breakfast was great. I'm stuffed. It's about 10 o'clock or no. I don't know. But I'm going to jump on my little chariot here and get out of here. So it's just beautiful here, though. The breeze, everything. I just can't tell you how happy I am to find this little place here. Just super.